Okay, next, what we're going to do is we're going to calculate the average store sale by quarter. Our result will go over here. Highlight the information, and note well, I am not highlighting the total. Click on the down arrow of auto sum and click on average. Go to that cell which has calculated the average, and the formula is averaging from B4 to E4. To double check that formula, quickly double left click it. That is correct. To find the minimum, highlight the same range, click here for min, and double check your answer by quickly double left clicking. And it's showing us graphically from B4 to E4, find the lowest number. Lastly, the max. And I'm going to show you a different way of determining the max. We're in cell K4. Click on auto sum max. This is the incorrect range. However, to change that, all we have to do is go to cell B4, hold down your left mouse, and retrace that range. So we're finding the maximum starting at B4 all the way to E4. Hit enter. Quickly double left click here, and we can see graphically that we've done the correct calculation. We can drag down these patterns or formulas. Once again, we're copying a pattern. Next, we're going to insert a sparkline. And what we're looking for is a graph that will show in cell L4. And it's going to be looking at the sales for quarters 1 through quarters 4. And once again, we're not showing the total. How we do that? We start off in cell L4. Click on Insert, Sparklines. We're looking for a column sparkline. The data range, we're going to highlight it. Once again, we are not highlighting the total. So from B4 to E4, the result will be showing here in L4, so hit OK and copy that range down. Next, we're going to go into cell A3, and I want to type in a header, and the header is going to be store. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to create a pie chart. It's going to show all the stores. So we're going to begin by highlighting from A3 all the way down to A8. And then we're going to show the total for the year. Now, in order to do that, we need to hold down the Control key and highlight from here all the way down to F8. Once again, we are not highlighting the total. These are the two areas that we're going to draw our chart from. To get that second area, we held down the Control key. We're going to click on Insert, click on Pie, and we're going to do a 2D pie chart. We're going to make that chart much smaller by dragging it from the corner and dragging it over to here. We need labels. And the easiest way to create our labels is by clicking on Layout, the down arrow for data labels, more data labels, and I want to make sure I have a check mark next to percentage. You always want to show a percentage whenever you're using a pie chart. And I'm going to click also on Category Name. Close out. I'm going to take this legend. I'm going to click on the legend over here. And then hit the Delete key, because I'm already showing that information within the graph. Next, we're going to go to Case 1 Summary. This is going to be our summary sheet. And that summary sheet is going to be looking at the information back here on the sheet that we just finished. So I'm going to click on Case 1 Summary, Not Finished. What I want to show is the total for each of the stores. And that total is based upon the information that's in Case 1, Not Finished. This is very common in the business world, where you have a summary sheet, and the summary sheet is based upon information coming from sheets that have already been done. How we do that is by clicking on Equal. So we're in cell B4. We're going to click Equal, or type in Equal. What we're looking for is the total for store 1. So we're going to click on the sheet called Case 1 Not Finished. That's the sheet that we just worked on. Our total for store 1 is right here, 250. What you can see that's happened now is that we now have a formula that's basically saying, in the sheet Case 1 Not Finished, the result in cell F4. Now, we're going to hit Enter, and we're going to click back on this cell. And the cell is telling us that we have a formula equal. It's based upon Case 1 Not Finished into cell F4. This is very important. If in fact we want to be able to copy this pattern down, right now, because it's an absolute, we'd always be looking at F4. I want to change that. So I want to get rid, highlight the $sign, hit delete, highlight this $sign, hit delete. What it's showing now is case 1 not finished in that cell F4. Hit enter. That allows us to copy this across, and we can drag it down. Lastly, I want to change this format from dollar signs. This should be percentages. So you highlight it and click on percentage. In order to check that information, what we're going to do, we can click on the cell. It's telling us based upon case 1 not finished, cell F4. Down here, case 1 not finished in cell G7. Now what we want to do is to group the two sheets, case 1 not finished and case 1 summary not finished. We're going to group them together and prepare them for printing. Now the key here is this idea of grouping. And what grouping allows us to do is to make changes on one sheet, and those changes are copied onto all the other sheets that are also grouped. So let's begin by grouping. We're going to left click on case 1 not finished. Hold down the shift key and left click on case 1 summary not finished. What we see here is that both of these sheets are whited out. Also, the file up here is now reading group. So they've been grouped together. To ungroup them, right click, ungroup. To get some more practice on grouping, left click on case 1 not finished, hold down the shift key and left click on case 1 summary not finished. So both of these two sheets are now grouped. We're going to start off by inserting our headers. Click on Insert, go to Header and Footer. Our left header, and this is very important, page number. We want to use the icons up on top here. Click on it. Click in the middle, and next we want to show the sheet name. Next, click outside of the header, and then go all the way down to your footer at the bottom. Click inside here, click on Design, and then click on File Name. Then click outside of that footer. Next, click on Page Layout, Margins, Narrow, Orientation, Landscape. Click on File, Print Preview, Print. 2 pages, page 1, case 1 not finished, page 2, case 1 summary not finished. Thank you.